Christmas elegance from plastic wrap in your kitchen drawer? From clips of greenery in your backyard? And from cranberries in your refrigerator? Absolutely. Take any glass vase or jar container that you have and layer the bottom with a couple of inches of greenery. This could be fresh greenery from your backyard, or this could be greenery cut from a garland or even an old Christmas tree. When placing the greens in the glass container, angle the ends of the greenery toward the outside of the glass so you see just greenery and not stems. Next, grab your box of plastic wrap. Pull a couple of long lengths of plastic wrap and start crumpling it into a bunch. There is no real pattern to this, but I did try to shape it into a sort of level disc that fits the opening of my glass vase. Just place it on top of the greenery. The third layer consists of fresh cranberries. Just pile them on top of that plastic wrap layer. And just keep layering in that order: greenery, plastic wrap, and then cranberries. Depending on the size of your container, you can add as many layers as you want. And now for the best part. Take a pitcher of water and pour over the top of all the layers. As you add water, the plastic wrap is going to expand slightly. Just push down on the top layer and everything will settle into place. The plastic wrap takes on the look of ice with the addition of the water. If you like, you can add a tea light to the top of the layers and surround with additional cranberries. Or another option for the top is to add additional greenery over the top layer of cranberries. You could add both a tea light candle and greenery as long as you use a faux candle. Please do not add a lighted real candle with greenery so nearby. Safety first. This is a perfect holiday display centerpiece for anywhere in your home. And this centerpiece looks amazing in multiples. The more the merrier. Quick, easy, and inexpensive, I hope this project inspired you to create your own icy evergreen cranberry centerpiece.
Today's piece, I think, is going to be so much fun, hopefully a little magical as well. So what we've got going on here is I have a candle holder that I found at the thrift store, and I have wrapped it with some chicken wire. And now what I'm doing is I'm filling in this cage with just a little bit of moss. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the base of this fun arrangement. I am going to be using a more affordable, economical type of greenery. In this case, I'm using ficus. So I am trimming down my stems as I'm going along so that I can get little pieces. Like, this is way too big. We don't need it that big. So I'm going to cut it in a couple different spots so I can really stretch out my greenery. And all these little guys are just going to go in here. There's not a lot of a rhyme or reason at this point. It's really just to fill in that space, get a good base going so that we can then put in all of our fun greenery that we absolutely love. So I'm going to work on this. We'll bring it back when we're at a little bit of a further along pace. All right, I have my greenery prepped to add in. So we're going to go with more yellow toned kind of greenery. So we've got this lovely wide ruscus, this kind of like soft fuzzy greenery. We also have a Dusty Miller that's more, again, on that yellow tone. So we're going to put all of this in here. I do also have some dried preserved flowers as well. We're going to use those as a little pop of color, and then we'll get in our flowers. But first, let's dive in with this. I am going to go in each individual grouping of types of greenery and add to it in groups. So I'm not going to just keep kind of willy-nilly grabbing. I'm going to individually grab the different groups. And I am going to do a little bit of what's called a mirror technique. So one's on that side, one's on that side. We're just going to pop that right there. Oh, never mind. I found another one. Perfect. Love when that happens. All right. There's the first layer. Now we're gonna add the next layer. Again, just adding to our space. Okay, so there we're at now. See how it's floating on the table though? It's just floating there. It's so much fun. Okay, now I'm going to add in my dried filler. If you're working with dried filler, know that the stems are going to be a little bit more delicate. You can break them off if you want. You are going to have some flowers that are going to fluff off and fall off. That's okay too. I'm not too worried about that. And I'm just going to fill in some more spaces with this, and then we'll get our wood flowers in to finish the whole piece. We're gonna get to my favorite part, which is adding the flowers. I'm not sure how many flowers I'm gonna need, so I've got a big selection right over here. We're gonna just start putting flowers in, filling in the space, and see how many we need. I am gonna start with my larger flowers this go around. And I'll kind of fill in my space. So as I was looking at it, I did see just a couple more spots that I could add something, so I've added a couple more flowers closer to the bottom. Let's flip this around real quick. I also brought some flowers down a little bit closer to the bottom there as well. So we've got that nice floating kind of look going on. I think she's done. There you have it, a lovely floating arrangement made just simply with something I found at the thrift store and a little bit of chicken wire and a whole bunch of greenery and flowers. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and I'll see you right here on Home Talk. Bye.